Greetings from Germany.
From and to Germany.
Alright.
You're
Say
live.
something?
Hmm?
Say something?
No?
Okay, that's fine. So, I'm ready. Alright, so I'm gonna give you a countdown. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, and go. Woo! So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Catalyst. Behind me is the entire pub crew. So, co-commentating is gonna be Tokaloni 1.
Nice German.
It's pretty hype. So we start off on the boat. The first trick that I'm doing is actually animation canceling the third attack with block, like this. Now I got Guaranji. The enemies dropped the right secondary that I need to pick up for the final boss on this level. So now I'm gonna be switching to controller, which might seem weird, but I do that quite a lot in Prince of Persia games, because some sections are just easier on controller. So we drop down here, and I'm gonna set up side rolls like this. Now you might be wondering why side rolls. Well, first of all, it's the fastest way to move on the flat ground. And second of all, you don't auto-target enemies, which you usually do. So it's the best way to get through that corridor. Also, if you've played the game, you might have noticed that there are some CGI cutscenes missing. That's because we, as a community, decided to delete the video folder, because it just sucks.
Literally cheating.
It's not cheating. So, after the cutscene, I immediately side rolled around the enemies. And now I'm going to be approaching the boss on the boat, which is Shady or Shahdi, whatever. So, I'm going to be using the secondary parry for the fight. Then jump over her and hit it twice. That's pretty easy.
What?
Second phase, again, a secondary parry. Now into mashing. And one more parry. And that's Shady, that's both.
Nice boat, really good.
So, first of all, shoutouts to MapMap101111, which is 23 in binary, fun fact. This is how we do boats, so yeah, watch and learn. So now, again, we skipped a CGI cutscene by deleting the folder. We're here on the beach, Scarecrow's pretty good. What a lovely holiday. And basically, the gameplay is not that exciting until we get the rewind powers, which can be set for the entire Sans trilogy.
Well, gameplay is not that exciting until the T2T race starts afterwards.
That's actually true. You should be hyped up for that. So you might notice that I'm rolling quite a lot. That's because, because rolling is faster than just running, and I jumped on the pillar. That's lovely. Don't do that, Prince. And yeah, there's one tricky jump that I could do here, but I'm not gonna do it because I can just die. It saves like a second maybe. And if I die, I'm gonna spawn down on the beach again. So
Lose like 20 or 30 or something.
yeah. So we get up here. Just little Prince of Persia things in here. Pretty much not much to say about this. Now this wall here can be kind of crazy sometimes. Sometimes it's not really loaded properly, so you gotta roll into it, and then you can wall run. Didn't happen this time though, so that's nice. So now a little shortcut. I can just wall run the pillar like this, and then I'm gonna set up side rolls here so I don't have to auto aim at the enemies. I use the landscape view to help me with that. I'm gonna be setting up side rolls again over here just so I don't also aim at the enemies.
Why do you bother?
You have to be a bit careful with the side rolls. If you do it near an enemy, it will kind of roll around it, so you want to set it up in beforehand.
Yes, that's very true. So that wasn't the perfect jump that you could get there, but it's alright. So,
Reset.
Reset, yeah. You're behind on schedule, SOT's cut, but I will reset. So this is a cutscene again. Unfortunately, they're not skippable in this game. So,
Dirty Tim.
Yep, go on.
No, sorry, please. Just memeing here.
As usual. No, I was just about to say that it might be quite surprising that Sands of Time is probably the shorter game if you play it casually than Warrior Within. But Warrior Within is a lot faster as a speedrun in any percent. It's actually 20 minutes faster overall.
You'll see why in around 2 minutes. 1 or 2 minutes. No, 1 minute maybe.
So now we get to the Crowman. He gets his own cutscene, you know, he gets this hyped up introduction. But the funny thing is, we don't have to fight any of the enemies. Like, the enemies that I fought on boats were the only ones that I have to fight. I can just set up side roll around them, and go for this tricky wall run here. Easy, saves like 3 seconds. Pretty good. Also, shoutouts to Asko, whose jump I'm not gonna be doing.
Dude, I was setting up the meme already. Just stop me.
It's absolute bullshit. So now in this area, I'm supposed to wall run and grab the curtain, get down. I don't have to wall run there, I can just make it over with a jump like this.
Momentum. Okay, hand.
Now I get here, I can reset the camera here to help me angle myself. Enemy was rude, got in the way, so I'm just gonna vault over him like this. And that was pretty close. I cancelled the wall run early there, so I didn't have to go around the entire pillar. But I almost fell down. And now I'm gonna set up side rolls again. I guess it's a good time to start talking about dipping. So if you've never seen any percent speedruns, you might be quite shocked what's about to happen, so sit down, if you will.
This next thing might shock you.
So Toka, you want to take it away with the zip explanation?
Do I have to? Well, first of all, nice safety save. And how zipping basically works is you overload the rewind system with little inputs. In our case, we're doing bound the mouse wheel to the forward input. As you can maybe say, okay, block input, you can use block inputs or the walking. Looks quite funny when rewinding, and after those nice zip, by the way, pretty good.
2 hours saved.
Pretty free. So after doing all these steps, magic happens, and all the previous actions get boosted. Like this roll, as you saw, went pretty far forward, and we hit all the triggers and land here,
Yes.
which is at the end of the game.
Pretty much, yeah. So I had to die there because the next area wasn't loaded, so I did load it. Now I'm just doing another zip to skip some areas. Get over here, pretty good. And now I'm just gonna tell you a quick story about story gates. So, because this game is kind of semi-open worlded, and you visit same area several times, the game has to know which version of the room to load. So that's why story counts exist, I suppose. And in order to get the right story counter here, so we can turn into the Sand Wraith, I'm gonna have to die 3 times. So that was the first death. Sand Wraith is another creature that you play as. It's pretty much Prince with a mask on. And so the first death switched the story counter, and now the game's like, he's here, and he cannot be here as a prince. He needs to be here as a Sand Wraith. So it's just gonna turn me into Sand Wraith. Also, hello head, how you doing? That was a very stylish death. And this is not the fastest way, but it's the safe way. There is an RNG way to get the story counter without having to die. Shout out to Matt again. Thanks for making this game cancel.
Also, what is this maggot man, honestly?
So I'm just doing another zip. Now, with vertical zips, you want to be careful, because if you hold for too long, you're going to die of fall damage. So that's why I kind of zoomed the camera in so I knew when to stop rewinding. Oh, nice. So I'm doing another zip here. If you block roll through the trap, it won't hit you. It didn't, but I stood in the trap even after the block roll, so I died. So coming out's gonna be a curtain zip. Shoutouts to Epic Handsome guy behind me for finding this. Hopefully I don't die, it would lose a lot of time. So we just zip this downwards animation, and we should end up downstairs.
Here
We did.
you can see quite well how zipping works. Like in the rewind, you saw him literally going down again after you overloaded the rewind system.
So now I picked up the Scorpion Sword, which I'm gonna need to fight the final boss as well. Now I need to get out of here, so I'm just gonna do a vertical zip and set up side rolls easily. Okay, not that easily, whatever. So that was what Toka was talking about with the side rolls. I just side rolled around the enemy because he was too close. And now this is the library. There's a zip through this area, but I haven't practiced it. And it's supposedly cancer as well, so.
It can basically kill your whole run because story gates.
Yes. So now here I'm gonna, or rather there are gonna be 2 enemies spawning. If I go here, they spawn again, so I can just do my zipping and stuff. Also, that was a bad setup. Oh, this is not good. Hold on, let me see if I can rewind it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna jump, do a couple of steps. Don't do that, Prince, come on.
I think you should walk forward for 6 seconds. It's the best zipping method.
Yeah, there we go. For some reason, Prince was changing direction, but should be alright. So we go through, and I can see the Prince jumping up, so I know when to stop rewinding again. I backtrack. Oh, that won't work. Okay. So I need to backtrack here. And that loads the next area. At least you see where the trigger is and what it does. Woo! So that's alright. Now there's supposed to be a chase scene going on here, but since Dahaka is nowhere to be seen. Oh, there he is! Oh, what an entrance! Yeah, get the hell out of here! What a chase! Good job, Dahaka.
And this is his only 3 seconds of screen time in this run.
That was his time to shine, and he fucked it up. So now I'm gonna jump over this gap, and there's a cutscene right in front of me. So I'm just gonna zip through it. There's a zipless way to get around that cutscene, but zipping is 2 seconds faster.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, sure, go on.
All right. Drunken Shoe donates $5 saying, zipping around at the speed of sound. Shoutouts to Kata and the POP crew on the couch. There's another $10 anonymous donation saying, thanks for the awesome event and greetings to the German restream. Thank you.
Thank you, and shoutouts to Drunken Chew. So, you saw a couple of things happen there. First, I did a safety fall, which is using my secondary attack while wall running, and that way I don't take as much fall damage, or rather I can fall from a further distance, pretty much, or a higher distance, whatever. And then I attempted to do a pretty hard jump, but that didn't. I am being careful. I tried to do a pretty hard jump, didn't work out. Can you zip? Alright, so I'm supposed to do a backflip zip, but this is what happens if you don't do enough inputs to overload the memory. I did almost enough, but not quite, so I pretty much like half zipped, but I was pretty lucky there. So now I picked up the banana sword. You might be wondering what the heck is this? This is like an Easter egg weapon, but it deals 2.5 times damage of your main weapon, but drains your life as you attack with it. You cannot die though. It cannot kill you. So I'm gonna try to do another zip here. A couple of side rolls, because triggers, I need to hit him. So let's see. Should work, I hope. I didn't hit the necessary triggers, I think, so I'm just gonna Not that, Prince. I'm just gonna do a little backtracking section here. So that's I should be hitting the trigger now. So my cable's getting stuck here. Come on. And there's just a simple roll zip. This is like pretty much the textbook zip. You just do roll, get forwards over a big gap that you would have to platform over. So now's the truth. Yes, I hit the trigger. All right. So shout out to Killer or Oats on this zip, I suppose. I'm zipping this weird animation, and I also need to get in this room because there's a trigger in the doorway. Oops, that won't work. So let me try to get back with rewinds. This should be good. Yeah, there we go.
Oats, why, by the way? Why did you do this?
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Looked like slightly understepping, but I'm not sure.
Might have been. Alright, we're back though. So let me try this one more time.
Does
Probably
this even
not
save
at
time?
this point. Especially if I die now, it's rip. Hey!
Woo!
Let's try it easy. Just splice it up and don't tell anyone. So I activated traps there, so I get a better cycle just by running towards the doors.
So you don't get hit up here,
Yes.
because health is rare.
And now coming up, I'm gonna attempt one time, probably the hardest zip in the game, because Matt's asked me to, and I'm a good guy, so I'm gonna do it. First, I'm gonna hit a checkpoint here, because safety. And now I'm gonna try to do the zip here. It saves like 15 seconds over the normal route. And I released too early. Can I maybe save it? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, whatever. So we're just gonna do the normal route. It was pretty close. What I failed to do there was... Am I dead? Yes. Great. Classic back tower. Good thing the checkpoint is right here. So what's problematic with the zip is that if you rewind for too long, you get back up on the ledge, as I did. Or if you don't rewind for long enough, what happens is you don't get the down zip as down as you need it, which is what happened the first time.
So this jump downwards was not an accident. We actually deactivate a cutscene or death trigger?
Cutscene.
Cutscene, yeah.
So that's just another. I'm just gonna take the checkpoint at this point. Like, I need to make sure. The checkpoint system in this game is absolute garbage. So I'm gonna have to drink from the fountain. At least we get health back. That's nice. So I'm gonna try the zip. It's a little inconsistent, or can be at least, because there's like a pretty precise trigger that you need to hit. If you don't, it's pointless to do this. And I hit it. That's good. But I didn't get far enough. Okay, I can maybe save this. Or maybe not. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, let's try this one again. At least I hit the trigger. That's a good thing. Come on. At least you can see how punishing zips can be if you screw them up. So let me try this one more time. And I'm gonna do some kind of... Oh, whatever. I don't have sand anyway. I'm gonna have to wait for the sand to replenish, which is what it does if you are the sand wraith.
It's probably not going to cheer you up, but we have a $5 donation from Fuzimi saying "cat a fail."
Hey, Fuzimi, thanks.
I'm sorry.
No worries, it's all good. Easy, just splice it up again, no worries. So here is a Storygate trigger number 64, which is absolute bullshit again. Because if you fall down through it and then rewinds, it sometimes breaks. So I have to backtrack like that and lose like 4 seconds, which is kind of poopy, but whatever. missed the cycle here because my movement is garbage. So just a little tricky wall run there to get on the ladder. I'm gonna take out my weapons and do a safety fall here because it's
Safety
faster
faults.
than to do a regular jump. Toka's enjoying this, so am I.
Yeah, a bit.
And now getting the story gate 64 is gonna allow us to skip this cutscene that's in the door frame here. So I can just zip past it like this and turn back into the prince layer because you need to be the prince to finish the game. Now a little bit of classic backtracking again because there's a trigger right over here. And I'll just rewind back up because it's the fastest way to get back here.
By the way, that happens where in the cutscene we just skipped, Prince takes his mask off, is
So
quite long.
He turns into the actual prince
Normal
back.
Prince again, yeah.
Yeah. So this is just a double block roll zip, easy. So you might be noticing that at the start of the scrolling that I'm doing, there are like little steps being done. That's my own invention. Gotta, be proud of that. Called the walk wheel. I'm the only one calling it that way, but whatever.
It's walk steps.
Or walk steps, whatever.
Thank you.
So I'm pretty much just... Oh, that's not nice. Can I get back? There we go. So what I'm doing is holding the walk key while
doing steps?
scrolling the mouse wheel,
Yeah.
yes. And that allows me to not overstep pretty much and make my zips precise, so that's very good.
There's a $20 donation from Anonymous saying, "Hey Cataclysm, regards from JD and Zuzu."
Hey JD, how's it going? So now I'm gonna actually have to save here and crash the game, because that's the only way to turn into the prince. This is literally numpad 5 cheating. Shoutouts to Sphere for creating such horrible evil cheats. Okay, game's back up. I'm just gonna load the save. And get into the last portal, which gets us to the right timeline to fight Kailena.
To fight who?
Kailena.
Who
which
is that?
The Empress of Time.
Oh,
You should know that.
should I?
Yes.
Haven't seen her before today.
So a little zip here again. Zoom in the camera so I know when to stop rewinding. There we go. We hit a trigger mid-zip as well. Gonna try this little tricky jump here. There we go. And now coming up is gonna be the Kailena fight, which is the biggest cancer after the RNG part, I suppose. So what I'm gonna be doing is just using the secondary to attack, because it does the most damage. And then she does these cycles, tornado cycles, where she goes in the air and you cannot attack her. Each cycle takes 40 seconds. And I can skip them by doing, by basically using a slow motion. So that doesn't allow her to get into a cutscene. So this was the first phase, pretty easy. Just do 3 hits, dodge her attack, 2 more hits. She can, do some bullshit at the start. But
The first time?
the first time? So again, I'm just mashing E to attack the secondary. Dodge the attack, get into mashing, lose this on purpose. And now slow-mo, so I do not allow her to get into a cutscene. Or, yeah. 1 more hit. That should be good, I think. Let's see. Basically, I the electric that. Come on. Oh! I needed to do 1 more hit there. So this is the cycle that we were talking about. I just don't want to die now. That'll be horrible. And like that. The thing I have
Oh.
one cent.
Oh.
Leave me! No! Oh! Come on. This is what happens at marathons. Okay, let me just reload the save, because now if I just respawned, I wouldn't have the secondary, so that kind of sucks. Well, at least we get a little bit more time together. I suppose.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
This is the classic Kailena, but it was my fault in the first place because you need to get her at a certain level of health to get 3 hits in, and I had to get 4 hits. I got the third one, that was pretty good, and then the fourth one didn't happen. And also there's like the one tricky jump that I did at the end, and that allows me to kind of get her stuck in the animation as I'm jumping over her, so she doesn't go to the tornado cycle immediately. Oh, overestimate again. Whoa.
Mercy kill.
All right, let's hope I don't fuck up this time.
Think you've seen in the timeline.
Then you know I have no choice.
Yeah, with triple scoop, this fight is what, 1 minute around?
Then I
Yeah.
choose to live. And for
Just
you
get it.
to die.
Thanks for the advice, mate.
Please.
Don't you see? We can change our fate. This isn't what happened the first time we fought.
The first time?
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
This is the second time, actually.
Just
You've only things to say.
Okay, let's try this again.
Show it. Then let us finish this.
sorry.
That should be good.
No,
right? One more?
that's too much. Yeah, that's good.
I will kill you!
I do not want to hurt you, Kailena, but I cannot allow that to happen.
Well, that's the RNG part of the run, pretty much, because I think the jump over her was good. At least it looked like it, so basically she didn't get stuck in the cutscene. Or not cutscene, but animation, as I was talking about. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, Tornadoes. This is enough.
I was so close to mercy kill.
Easy. Come on, Nados. Despawn already. There you go.
Please get the sand.
I'm trying. No! What? Oh, we survived, though. We survived, boys. Oh, so now get ready on time.
I'm actually dead.
On time. So yeah, this was Prince of Persia Warrior Within. Everything goes wrong %, and now the splicing accusations of my world record, which are obviously a joke, are going to be even higher because the run sucked. But no, I actually do have the world record for this game, and it's quite faster than this, actually, by 10 minutes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the run. That's the main thing. I hope the commentary was all right. Thanks a lot, guys, for being here with me. I would probably cry if it wasn't for you. So yeah, that's it for me, and yeah. See you
Next
guys
up,
later.
the Two Thrones race.
Woo! Hype!
Rummel.